Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lonnie and I don't have much makeup on. I only have my foundation on because today I'm gonna try something new. I decided that in 2023, I wanted to be bold and brave and try new things. And today I am going to try to do the smoky eye. I've always loved the way that it looked, and I've always told myself like, oh, you can't do that. Well, you know what? I am done telling myself the things I can't do, and I'm gonna start trying things that I can do. So you're coming along with me as I try for the very first time to do a smoky eye. So I found a great video. It's a tutorial. So she's gonna tell me what to do and then I'm gonna try to do it. So this is exciting. Let's just get right to it.
Have you tried a black smoky eye that doesn't look scary? Today I'm going to put a twist on the classic black smoky eye so it looks more toned down so you don't scare yourself or anybody else. So if you're ready, I'm starting with not priming my lids. Yes, you heard that right. I'm not going to be priming my lids.
Okay, my eyelids are not primed, so I'm doing this step by step.
Instead, I'm going to be starting with the Identify Gel Kohl Eyeliner by House Labs. I'm going to use this in my waterline first, and then I'm going to be using it on my lid as a primer.
Okay, so what I'm going to be using is the Pro Longwear eyeliner from MAC, and this is definitely black. So, okay, let's go in. Let's just try this. Okay, entertain yourself while I do this. She went underneath here. So she lined it. Now she had on a gel liner. Mine's more of a pencil. So I bought this also. This is more, let's see if this is gonna work better because the other one is not going to be as dark as what she has. So this is Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Liner. So let's see how this works. I don't even know how to start it. Oop, yep, it works. See right there. So we're gonna, okay, I have that. And then, oh, she actually puts it like on the inside up here. I don't know, that's really weird. I've never put eyeliner, there before. It's hard to see. I got a little lighted mirror here, so let's see if this helps. All right. I like the combination of the liquid and the pencil. I have it where she told me to put it, so let's see what the next step is.
But before I use it on my lid as a primer, I'm going to touch and feel my socket. And I'm going to be applying the eye pencil lower than my socket, leaving a small gap between where I stop my eye pencil to the socket area to blend out another eyeshadow.
My eye socket is right, as I poke myself in the eye, is right there. So I'll be starting it a little bit lower.
Let's go ahead and apply the eye pencil. You see how creamy it is. I absolutely love this pencil. I'm stopping right below the socket.
Okay, we're going in. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely not as creamy as hers, but we got this. Wow. All right, we're doing the other eye now. Okay. All right, I'm channeling. Okay, so I'll be okay. We're gonna keep going.
I'm going to soften the edge. Now, because we've left that small gap, I have enough space to buff this out. Instead, if I'd applied this all over my lid up to my socket and then tried to buff it out, that would have looked messy and like raccoon eyes. I'm going to
I got some new eye brushes for this yesterday because I knew we were going to do this. So let me find the one that looks like hers. I'm thinking maybe this one. We're going to try this one. Okay, I think it's more this one now that I look at it. So let's see if we can buff this out. Because we left that gap. We left that gap like she told us to. All right, so I have this so far. So you know what? I'm actually excited. I'm having a lot of fun. So let's see what the next step is.
To quickly set this with a black eyeshadow from the Coffin Break palette by Wet n Wild.
Now the eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is from Urban Decay Wild West. This is their Naked palette, and I'm going to use the Pony Up color. I'm not too sure what shade she's using, but mine's Pony Up.
Just like we set concealers with powders to prevent it from creasing, and that'll also mattify the base.
All right, so that's the brush I'm using to put the Pony Up on. So let's see how this goes. So she just smudge, 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 smudge. I think my colors are a little bit probably lighter than the ones that she's using, but that's okay. You know, to me, it's more going to be about the technique and the overall look, and then I can always just experiment with like a little bit darker colors or something along that line. So let's see here. So I'm smudge, 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 and like she said, this kind of like just kind of gives it a matte finish and puts it all in there. There's that so far. Okay, well, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else is next.
And then using a flat definer brush, I'm going to lightly smudge out my lash line. I'm not taking any eyeshadow here. I'm just smudging out the kohl that I used in my waterline.
Okay, I'm going to go back to that first pencil I showed you, and I'm going to smudge out the bottom. Even though I don't feel like I have that much on, I definitely have some overspray here, so I will have to clean that up a little bit. But there we go, that's what we have so far.
The brown eyeshadow, I'm going to soften the edges further. I'm using a flat fluffy brush. Again, I'm going to keep the eyeshadows within the socket area.
Okay, I'm going back to my palette and I'm using Ghost Town. This one might be a little bit darker than what she has, but I understand the concept of what she's doing. She's just kind of trying to give it more of a blending look. So I'm actually going to use the applicator brush that came with this palette, because I think that the other brush was just a little bit too big, and we're just going to smudge that in. And it's just giving it a little bit of a different look.
And then I'm going to soften it just a tad bit with a blending brush so it melts into my skin tone. Instead of using a black eyeshadow in my lower lash line, I'm going to be using this brown eyeshadow with the flat definer brush. I'm going to smoke it out in my lower lash line.
All right, I've got my little blending brush and I'm going to be using the tone of, it's called Whiskey. So let's see how this looks. Blend, blend, blend. I think it's definitely, I don't know, it's a little bit darker. I think it's a little bit darker than what she has, but that's okay because we're going to keep going because we're just not going to stop. So we're going to just blend this brown in. Okay. Definitely got some more eyeshadow on than I'm used to wearing, but let's keep going.
Using a brown eyeshadow in the lower lash line is more forgiving than using a black eyeshadow. We already have the black eyeshadow on the lid, so we can balance it out with some browns in the lower lash line. That'll make your black smoky eye softer and not as intense as if you would have used a black eyeshadow in your lower lash line.
Okay, so I'm going in again with my little smudgy brush, and I'm using the whiskey again. And we're gonna just smudge this in. I don't like this brush. I think I'm going to use I'm gonna use this brush instead. The other one, it felt like I couldn't really control the placement of where I wanted it to go. And there we go, we're putting some brown on the bottom. I'm gonna go a little rogue, and I'm actually gonna put a little bit of the brown in the crease, since I feel like the pencil that I was using didn't really, it wasn't quite as dark as what she was using. So I'm gonna just put that right in there. And this is what we have so far.
I'm also going to be using a pop of highlight in the inner corner as well as brow bones. That'll help to tone down the look further. So although you have a black smoky eye, you're balancing it out with other things to soften it.
All right, so I'm going to go to a different palette. This is Light Beam eyeshadow palette, so that's what I'm going to be using here. And I'm using Golden Hour. Well, I'm going to use this one. So this one, she said, go in the corners and the creases, just to lighten it up a little bit. So that's what we're gonna do. See, a little bit of glitter on there. And we're gonna put it around the corners. I've never done that before, it's kind of cool. And we're gonna just lighten it up. And then we're gonna put it up on top to lighten it up there. I think I don't know, I think if I had had the primer, I think it might have stuck a little bit better, but you know, like I'm all glittery, that's what I'm trying to say. Wow, that's pretty cool. I think I might just, it's very glittery, so I think I'm going to tone it down a little bit. There. Okay, let's see what's next.
To finish up with a coat of mascara, but before that I'm curling my lashes. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Bayside Cheerleading Mascara. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. Absolutely wonderful if you haven't tried it. And today I'm not going to be using false lashes because sometimes they appear heavy and can weigh your eyes down. I've used false lashes in the past. If your eyes are more forgiving, you might as well. But today the point is to keep it really light and nice, so I'm not going to be using it.
All right, now I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and don't laugh at me, but I have never done this before. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna curl them before I put mascara on them. So again, here's something new. So I'm always afraid that I'm gonna put it on there and then be like, what? And then pull out my eyelashes. So I will be concentrating. All right. Kind of scary. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going into the other eye. So we got, 1, 2, 3. All right. There you go, for the first time. And now we're going to put the mascara on. And what I'm going to be using is my MAC mascara. This is called Magic Extension. And I love this stuff. So let's see. Putting on my mascara. You know what? I heard one time that you're not supposed to do that. That it actually puts air into your mascara and dries it out faster. So I shouldn't have done that, and that's your little tip for you. So there we go. We're putting some mascara on. And I'm gonna go put a couple of layers on because I definitely want to get that effect. She did say that you could put false eyelashes on, which I've never worn false eyelashes, but I ordered a set, so when I get them, we will do a video and I will try to put on some false eyelashes. So that will be fun. So I think I have enough up on top, and now I'm gonna put some on the bottom.
And here is the completed look. You still get the glamorous black smoky eye, but without making it look extra intense. Simple, quick, and easy with just a couple eyeshadows. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.
Okay, after looking at her finished product, the only place that I think that it's actually really a lot darker is under the underneath here. So I'm gonna go back in with this liquid one and see if we can't just darken that up just a smidge and see how that looks. All right, I did get a little, like I said, a little overspray on, but we will clean that up. Now let me finish putting on the rest of my makeup. So, there you go. What do you, like I said, my feet fell asleep. What do you think? I did my, my smoky eye for the very first time. I have never done this before, and I don't consider myself very artistic with makeup. Let's just put it that way. But I'm pretty impressed. I really like it. I think that this is a bold look that you can do at, again, what? Any age. You can do this at any age. Just because I have gray hair and just because, you know what, my eyebrows might be going a little gray, doesn't mean that I still can't rock a bright, bold look. And I absolutely love this. So, am I going to be doing more different makeup looks? Absolutely. And are you coming along with me on this journey? Absolutely. So if you come across any suggestions or if you see any videos out there that you want me to try, by all means, send me the link and I would love to try some new looks. So the next look that we are going to be trying, I am going to be attempting putting on some false eyelashes as soon as those come in. So those will be fun. And gosh, what I'm gonna do is all the products that I did use and the products that she recommended, I will have in a shop my look link. So that way if you wanna check them out and try your own smoky eye, you can absolutely do that. I am so excited. I think for my first time, I did a good job. I'm gonna give myself a good job on this one. So until next time, remember, wear what you want, wear whatever makeup you want, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.